all you space engineers out there. Commander Kingfish here, and I am back in my Apex survival. And I have been working on a lot of the cosmetic stuff, getting stuff done. So probably be a little bit shorter video because I'm just going to show you what I've gotten done today. And let's start in here. Well, you can see I've started getting some signs up. So we're getting signage, airlock mechanism. So we're going to come inside here and we're going to see what we've gotten done in here. Since I was able to move the LCDs out, I was able to kind of fix this up more as a living quarters now. So we have a couch. We can sit down here, and of course there's a commercial on right now, so Klein Cola. So we got this big screen right there in front of us, and so we can kind of look around. And so let's hop up. We got a bit of a plant here. I've got a place to kind of sit and relax, read if I want to. I've got a bit of a kitchen, a sink, and a refrigerator because we've got the survival kit right here, and then this is the food processor. So this is where we cook and make our food. And then we can kind of sit down here and at the table. And if we hop in here, we can have our morning cosmic coffee. And so we can have our cosmic coffee. We'll watch that kind of get everything kind of built up. And then we'll have our morning breakfast of seared sabroid here pretty quick. And I think we should be able to do that now. And so let's have our seared sabroid. There we go. And that's going to take us up to 100 health. Now, if you notice over in the left-hand side and lower corner, you'll see that my buffs have shrunk. Well, that's because I did something foolish. I didn't get it recorded, but I was out collecting spider meat, and just a second here. You can see I've got the sign here. I didn't have any place else I could put it. And before we walk out, we've got the Space Invaders. I've got a toilet and a shower and everything in here. So we've got this area kind of pretty much set up for living quarters. Anyway, back to the story. I was collecting spider meat, and of course the voice come on and said, "You're hungry." So that would mean I was down to about 20 on my food intake. And I don't remember what my energy level was. Oh, we just leveled up again a little bit more, so we're up to a survivor. So you can kind of see that I did lose my buffs. And so I accidentally ate raw spider meat. And so that took place over here. I was down over in this area. I better get the pistol out just in case. I was down over and in here, and I accidentally ate it somewhere about right here. Well, I started fumbling around and low, and I was trying to make it back, and I was trying to get inside to the survival kit, and I made it to about right here, and then this is where I died. Oh well, it happens. It happens. So anyway, that was a little story just to kind of let you know that Commander makes mistakes all the time. All right, so you saw the inside of there. We've got signs up. Let's go over here to the greenhouse, the farming. You can see I got a sign up there, and of course an unidentified signal. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. It always hits my frame rate pretty hard there when that pops up. I'm not sure why it does that, but it always has. So anyway, so we've got signs in here. Safety first, accidents are avoidable. Well, as you can see, we've got 0 days without a clang incident. All right, that kind of makes sense. I died the other day. Airlock mechanism. And let's see, we've got a sign here. You know, we only have unauthorized, we don't want any unauthorized individuals, so it's got to be visitors. This company's by an engineer. Same down here. We've got the airlock, and we've got the safety first. And if we go out here, we can see that I've got the sign put up right there. So we don't have to go back through there. We can come out through this way. And hopefully we're not going to get caught by a spider. So that's that. We've got that all done. Some things that I want to do. I've got to get some more of this area done, but I did get stuff done inside of the production building. Actually, that production building is just about done, but I am going to extend that out another section for our ice. I think I looked, and that was the pistons are down to, they have a maximum of 2.0 and they're at 1.45 right now, so they're ever so slowly going down. So a little bit longer. Once they hit down to the bottom, then I will move that down one for our ice. All right, let's go back up here and get up here where it's a little bit safer. Now I still have the rails and stuff to put in around here, and so I've got to get that done, and we'll kind of, you know, I'll get that as we move along. But I am going to, I think I'm going to keep that stairs in. The more I look at it, the more I kind of like it, and it is easier to get up on the roof. But we also have an emergency to be exit up and down if we have to, so that's what that is. So I don't think that's too much out of the way. All right, let's get our other pointer out. Again, we got signs. We're coming into a hazardous environment here, and it's an airlock. So let's go inside here, and let's start over here. Again, I think I showed you this the last time I had that decontamination shower. More signs. But if we start walking around now, you're going to see we've got barrels and storage set up just to kind of add a little clutter. Again, safety first, hazardous environment. I've got some working benches and shelves in. So if we kind of come down here, more barrels, more containers, cargo boxes, barrels, more signs. So I think it's looking pretty good. So it kind of adds a little bit. I put some shelving and stuff for parts because this is a production facility, and I put a light in to kind of light this area right here, so you can kind of see that this is a bit more lighted, which I think that kind of adds to it here. And if we come back over here, I'm going to put emotion controller in right here so that I got an idea of some LCD screens to put up outside that I can kind of control it with this. So this is kind of over here out of the way. More benches, more crates, and if we walk around over here, signage. Let's go inside here because I think I've pretty much got this done. I've added desk and chairs here. We've got Cosmic Coffee advertisement going on there, and just to kind of add to the area, we've got graphs that are cycling through on that LCD screen. Of course, we've got I put that in last time, but we've got this here. What's our warning messages? Assembler 5 has a queue but is currently not assembling. Are there enough ingots? What do I got in there? What? We should need to take a look. Let's see what we got going. Assembler, that's right here. We can look at it from here. Production, what's in our production? I am out of silicon. I am going to have to go and get some silicon. Yep. And more silicon. Well, I knew that that was going to happen at some point, and maybe we can do that. We'll take a quick trip and kind of take a look at things. But again, you can kind of see what we've got going on here. Let's go back in here. So I think this area is pretty much done. Again, I've got LCDs up here on the wall. We want you. We're looking for more engineers. And so we've got displays up there. We've got blueprints that are cycling through right there. So that is this. Let's go upstairs now. And I've kind of finished this up here. It's a storage area along with the battery and the oxygen. And you can see I've got a storage area. I've got the signage up showing that. And then we've got stuff in here that's being stored, more barrels and crates and whatnot. So I think that looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this production facility, and I think I'm going to call it done. Now, on the inside, I've got a little bit left to do on the outside. So let's do this. Let's go outside. And one moment. I thought I had taken care of this. We don't need that while I'm doing all of this. Let's go to our weather. And let's just remove our weather right now. I wanted sunshine, and there we go. I do have some power over this place, even though I do die once in a while. I've got the railings up, and actually I was going to grab stuff here. Let me go back inside. That takes components and small tubes. So let's do this. Actually, over to this container over here. Small tubes. Let's get a couple of hundred of those, and do another, and another. There we go. Let's weld some of that stuff up as we are going out here. So I've got these rails in all the way around, and so we should be able to just kind of go along here. And get this done along this one side anyway. Now I can put barrels out here. These are all on the outsides, which is what I got left to do out here. And then again, up, I got to go up on the roof and do some stuff up there. But you can see I've got the rails in all the way around. Just do some of these as we're going. But you can kind of see what we've got going here. So again, I think adding some barrels and stuff in around here will look pretty nice, actually. And again, this space is all available now, the way I put these rails in. And oh man. Alright, Spider, come on, follow me over. This way. This way. Come on. Come on. And did we get him? Yeah, we got him. Two of them. Let's collect our meat. Might as well. And see if we can get this one before he disappears. Alright. Remember, don't eat the raw meat. It will poison you and you will die from it. Especially if everything's low, your health is low. So I'm going to take this over there and get it out of the inventory real quick so I don't forget. Okay, up here. Let's put this over here under the raw meat. There we go. All right. Well, I think that was everything that we needed, or that I wanted to show you that I got going on. Again, I got to put the radar in. I'm going to, next time around, try to get this stuff in. But right now, let's go get a load of silicon, just for the heck of it. That will, and then that should do pretty good in getting us close to the end of the video. All right, so we need to open these doors. So there's the doors opening up, and let's hop into here. All right, that is noisy. All right, so let's turn our batteries on, turn our thrusters on, then we should be able to unlock and turn our gyros on. And if we go over to 2, I think we need to turn our lights on. Okay, let's get back over to 1. All right, now the silicon mine is out over here. So we can get a load of silicon. You can kind of see how well the miner's doing. And I've been doing a lot of iron mining with it. All right. And I think I've already brought this up here once to the silicon mine. Okay, there it is. Yeah, I can tell by how big the opening is. I couldn't remember if I've come up here or not. And let's kind of hollow this out a little bit more. Can't hurt to make this bigger. We'll just, why not? It'll make it an open pit mine, really. Just get rid of some of this. All right. Just a little bit. I always do a little bit of this each time. That way, eventually you get it all kind of completely opened up. All right, let's go back a little bit. Let's get down to where the silicon is. We can kind of see that down there. Get down here and kind of get leveled off a little bit. All right. We are going to get some stone, but we're going to get a lot of silicon here. When I did kind of mess up, I should have emptied my inventory out. It doesn't take long to fill this thing up. And as you can see, I didn't, let's just do that. All right, so that's about all I can carry. And let's see if we can get that last. There we go. I think that's about it. I'm full. The cockpit's full. The container's full. The connector's full. That drill's basically full, and that one's basically full. All right, time to head back. All Let's see where we're at around here. If we can get out of here without doing too much damage. Try to get leveled off, back a little bit. All right, let's go back inside. There we go. All right, let's not get too crazy here. It does have a little, it's got a lot of power for up thrust, but not a lot going forward and backward. That's kind of purposely designed. It takes a bit once I'm full to get going, but that's okay. That doesn't really hurt too much. All right, well, load of silicon. I guess I didn't realize I was using that much silicon, but I guess with all those LCD screens and that bulletproof glass, it was needing to, it would going to use it up pretty quickly. But that's the nice thing about the Izzy's management, inventory management. I saw those warning signs there. And let's, oh, I need to go down, not up. I don't want to get going too fast. There we go. All right. I guess I didn't need to open. Normally when I'm doing iron, I'm making several trips. So I come in, I land, and then I head straight out. So I have both hangar doors open. But let's go ahead and get in here and get landed. We're lined up. Okay. And we should be able to go to our camera. There we go. Close enough. There we go. Back inside and lock on. There we go. And we can then turn our thrusters off. Put our battery on charge. Let's turn our lights off and turn our gyros off. I should put an event controller that'll do all of that, and so at some point I will when I remember it, but let's do this. Okay, so we've got that. Let's get these doors shut before we have an unfortunate accident with a spider. All right, and then I should be able to drop off this silicon in here. There we go. This is solid. All right. And let's go back over and check our management system. And as you can see, I still got to put signs and stuff up and around the hangar. So, and then I think that's about it for the day. And there we go. We took care of those error messages. The only thing that's left is there's some interior plates that's inside the flying platform. That's not connected to any kind of conveyor system. So that is going to have that one warning sign. So I know exactly what that is. So we've got that all taken care of. All right. Well, let's do this. Let's step back outside, and I think we'll go ahead and close the video out right here. And then I can do some more welding on those railings. So back over here, All right. Well, it's making progress. I am actually pretty happy with the production facility. For all intents and purposes, other than a few odds and ends, it is done. And so the next thing I want to do is build out a landing pad, and that will be for small ships and whatnot to come in and pick up resources as needed, which that's what's kind of the idea of it. And then I'm not sure what else there's really left to do. It's just some cosmetic stuff, do some more work on the hangar over there, and get the rest of this stuff kind of built out, some cosmetics, some railings, things like that. So getting close. A couple of 3 more episodes, and we might be pretty close to having this done, at least for now anyway. All right. All you engineers out there, if you like this video, please hit that thumbs up. It really does help out the video, and please subscribe. That will really help out the channel. Okay, engineers, keep your heads low, keep building away, and don't get shot. And with that, Commander Kingfish is out of here, and I will see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching, everyone.